Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect. One single injection unlocks your DNA and will release another version of yourself. This is the substance.
I'm Sue.
I think with all of the, Oscar buzz starting already, the win at Cannes, people are going to say that this is your breakout film. But the horror fans are like, no, this is the filmmaker who made Revenge, back with another banger. What are some of the unique pressures that come with making a sophomore film?
Revenge had a critical acclaim, so I received many opportunities, and I said, okay, what is it that I really want to do with my films? And I really understood that I wanted to keep creating my own path, creating my own vision, what I had started to express in Revenge, like to take it to the next level. You don't want to disappoint, so there start to be those inner voices like, oh, it has to be great, it has to be, it has to be excellent. A little bit like in the film, you always want to be better.
So are you looking toward the third one, or are you just absorbing all of the reactions to the substance?
So I'm looking for it, but I'm a very monotask person, so I really like to do one thing at the time. That's why I only develop one project, and I fully dig into it, and I fully focus on it, and I love to be totally absorbed with what I do. And I think if you don't take the time to, as you say, absorb, digest, and also enjoy, you can be in a quest that never ends, because you always feel like, okay, I have to do more, I have to go to the next thing. That said, I think for me now, it's great to feel that with that second one, the path that I wanted to go kind of fulfill me. Like I feel I'm at the right place with, having my voice out, and I already now have the idea of the what come next, because I also don't write in advance, because when I finish a movie, I'm not the same person than the person I was before.
Now, I need to talk to you about male gaze, because we talk about male gaze all the time, and yet in the substance, there are a lot of women's bodies on display. Can you tell me how you were able to handle how the camera sometimes looks at these bodies with a lecherous gaze, with disgust, with sympathy? How did you achieve that?
Yeah, like the movie is all about women bodies, like how our bodies can be seen from the outside, all the expectation, that society can project on it, how we can end to kind of tyrannize our bodies to kind of fit some, expectations, outside expectations. And also I think how the external gaze kind of shape our own relationship to our body. So I think it was really for me showing how the external expectations outside kind of lead us to look at our own body in a certain way. And I think there is Elizabeth's body when she's inside her bathroom, which is kind of symbolizing her inner world. And she's facing herself in a totally non-sexualist way. It's the nudity of who she is, almost as she was looking in the mirror to her inner thoughts. And we see all the vulnerability, all the doubts, all the self-hatred that she grew up, to develop, because she felt she didn't meet anymore the expectations of the outside world. And I think the violence that I put on the body is really reflects the violence that I feel regarding those issues, and the violence that we can really do to our bodies, like when you read all the things that women can do to extend their leg, to, redo their boobs, to do crazy diets. I did myself, like to take some, how do you call this, ribs off, like to have the Barbie diet. Like all those stuff are so absurd, and they are so, I think, representative of, some pattern that is kind of impossible to escape. And I felt that from a very young age. So I really wanted to go very far, because I think that's what I felt like. Everything like it can go very, very far to harm yourself.
Yes. I couldn't help but think back to my collection of Jane Fonda workout videos. And I always thought Jane Fonda was so fascinating in that I feel like her fitness career was kind of a marriage of her sex symbol status as well as her feminism, that, telling 80s housewives that they can work out and be just like Jane. But that's kind of muddy with diet culture as well. Can you speak on that? And also the difference between Elizabeth's era of fitness videos and Sue's?
When I started to write the film, I knew that I wanted to find a device that would allow me to film the bodies. So I knew when I decided to have my character being an actress, because I think it's the heightened symbolism of you living in the public eye, through the public eye, I said, yes, but I need something that's where I'm going to be to express in a filming way the relationship to the skin, the relationship to move your body, to the way people are looking at your body. And that's where this, image of the aerobic, fitness came, because I grew up with the Cindy Crawford aerobic with the red leotard VHS that, and it was this world where, yes, it was like kind of fascinating about the obsession of, like repeating the stuff to have perfect, stomach, to have perfect, to always kind of have this overexposed body to want to kind of shape and reshape and reshape and reshape. And when I kind of researched a little bit about Jane Fonda, like what also strike me is I think it's many different things, but she started to do those fitness, kind of thing at a moment where her actress career was, rarefied, and I think like in my film, in The Substance, like there is a first fall for the actress, like which is like, okay, she doesn't get to be a movie star anymore because like society has decided that she's not young enough or not, she doesn't represent like the dream. So our only way to kind of stay in the light, to keep getting love on her, is like doing this fitness show, because there is still some light, there is still a camera looking at her, and she's still, like the star of the show, but it's already kind of a step down. Exactly.
I think what was perhaps most disturbing for me watching the film was I was thinking to myself that, I could maybe take the substance, but I'd be really nice to my twin, and I'd make it a little bed, and it'd be totally fine. Was that intentional? Was to kind of turn a mirror even on women to examine their own biases?
I mean, yes. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to take it? I mean, like, that's the problem. I think, like, even when you know that it's going to destroy you, even when you know what it's going to do, like, I think when you have so much pressure on you, when you feel that it's really going to make a difference about the place you're going to have in society, like, I think you're ready to go again with the devil, I think it's like the Faustian Pact. And to be honest, like, having written The Substance and made this film about it, maybe if it was existed, I would take it, like, knowing that it's going to be, that's something important that I want to say. Like, I hope the movie will empower and, bring some freedom to many women, but I really don't want it to become a new injunction. Like, you have to feel good about yourself, otherwise you didn't do it right.
Coralie, I'm out of time, but I could talk about this film with you for hours. I have one last question. I promised my Pomeranian I would ask about Pilaf.
Oh.
Was Pilaf ever on set?
She was. she was, and it was our little mascot.
Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.